Hey everybody, welcome. It's Q&A Tuesday. Hello, hello. So, over the past 6 years of me doing tarot readings on YouTube on Soulful Revolution, I get a lot of emails. So we're going to do a Q&A Tuesday. I'm going to answer your questions. This channel is the place where you're going to find the answers to those questions, okay? So, here is the letter I got. This was probably just a little while ago, but a lot of you have asked me this question. So, dear MJ, I have been watching your channel for a few years now, and I'm starting to read for myself. Congratulations. In your opinion, what is the worst card to get? What's the best? What's the most powerful? Thanks for your insight, Sarah. So, Sarah, I don't know what your definition of worst is, but a lot of times there's plenty of cards in the tarot deck that can, at certain times in your life, feel like the worst thing, inertia, blocking, like all of these things can feel pretty bad. There's also, tarot, the tower and death and devil energy, all of that stuff. But in my opinion, if we're talking about the worst, if we're talking about something that feels like out of your control, at least in the experience of it, which it may or may not be, my vote for the worst card is this, Five of Pentacles. The reason I say this is when I see this card, I feel like these people feel like victims, even though help is right on the other side of this wall. And they are choosing to feel like victims, even though they could be inside in a warm church. It's a church, but it could be a community place. It could be something. They don't have to be out here. Okay. And to me, that's sort of like that feels to me like a loss of a job, a loss of a situation, the tough housing market. I mean, it can feel like a lot of different things, but that feels a little bit like you don't know that help is right here. So my own Sagittarius, optimism says, hey, there's help right around the corner. But since you asked me, Sarah, when I see this card, I usually go, oof. They don't even know. They don't know what they don't know. And that's what makes this card the worst, okay? Whatever your definition of worst is. Sarah, if you're watching, please put your definition of worst in the description or in the comments, please. Now, what about the best? There's a lot of beautiful cards in the tarot deck. I bet I could pull some up right now. This beautiful card of Ten of Pentacles, this beautiful card of marriage, beautiful card of the Lovers, of truth, of a new day, right? I mean, I didn't have to go very far to find a lot of great cards. So what I think is the best is this. Again, this is your choice. This is about a wish or a dream or a plan coming true, coming to fruition. Things are really starting to fall together. I like this card for that reason. So I'm going to say this is the best card in my view. And their final one is the most powerful. Now, this is definitely my own interpretation, but a lot of people feel this Pluto-Mars energy with the tower is the most powerful because it looks the most powerful. But I want to say to you, I propose this, I offer this for your consideration. I think the moon is the most powerful. It's the most powerful because it's something that is coming from our subconscious, and it's also something that can upend us very suddenly, which the tower can also do, but this is coming from feelings. This is coming from your own fear. This is like your worst fear. A tower can just be clearing away a relationship that isn't working. A tower can be like, oh, that job is gone? Good. I hated that thing, right? So most powerful is definitely this, because this is really connected to your worst fears. It's also connected to your heart's desire. If you know anything about tarot, which you're learning right now, every card has a positive and a negative connotation. So the positive of this is, hey, there's help right around the corner. I said this was the best card. The negative of this is, hey, you're drinking too much. Okay? And I think this is the most powerful because it comes from the unconscious. This also is about the collective. okay, about connecting you to the super unconscious, about, you know, the swimming around in the feelings and the energy of something that is intangible. We can't see it, so it's hard to fight it if we can't see it. But we are stepping into more of a 5D experience of life. And so all of these cards, you do have much more control over things than you think. And in reality, the higher up in your learning of tarot, the more you can look at these cards and be like, this is the energy that's around me, and I can choose to be a victim, or I can choose to access the help that is being offered, right? I can choose to be celebrating because something wonderful is happening, or I can choose to say, oh, that's all, it's not enough, right? I can choose to look at this as the job clearing out, or the sudden divorce or something as a negative, but there's a silver lining, right? This one, you're always going to be faced with your shadow when it's the moon. All right, that's your answer, Sarah. If you have a question for me, please send it to soulfulrevolutiontv@gmail.com, or you can just drop your question in the comments. I'm going to do these probably more than once a week, so if you have a question, let me know.